everyone. Ben with Virtuous here, and we are going to talk about some quick strategies that you can use when you're building out campaigns to increase your average gift size. We all know it is cheaper, it is easier to motivate our existing donors to give a little bit more than it is to acquire totally new donors. It really becomes a matter of figuring out, okay, what is that motivation going to look like to which segments of our audience? And when we're thinking about segmentation, really in any capacity, it always comes down to figuring out, okay, what is that exact donor that's going to be the best person to receive this particular message or this particular strategy? And that just becomes a matter of painting that picture, right? Who is that perfect donor? In the world of data, we paint our pictures with queries. So that's where we're going to start. And then, of course, being in the world of Virtuous, we're going to use our query to power some automations that will then deliver that motivation, that message that was crafted for them. So being a strategy, being a campaign to increase my average gift size, we'll probably want to start by establishing an average gift size range. So I'm going to use my field for average gift. I'm going to use between as my operator. And when we're thinking about that range, don't want to go too low, right? We're probably going to be maybe limited by giving capacity there, but we also don't want to go too high, which might go into more nuanced, intricate major donor solicitations. So perhaps I'm going to aim for that $1,000 to $2,000 range. Going beyond that, maybe I want to add some criteria, some details for donors who consistently give to certain campaigns, donors who attend a lot of events with us, donors who volunteer with us. What that next layer of perfect donor is going to look like here is just going to depend on what really stellar engagement looks like in the world of your fundraising. But either way, we've painted our picture with a query. Now we're going to take this group that we've got and bring it into our automation. So this is going to be where we start seeing that segmentation come into play. Mine is going to start just with that query that we just looked at now, and it's going to do something pretty simple. Just automatically run that wealth screening for all of them. And the advantage here is that now we can actually further segment based on what that wealth capacity might be. If that screening does find any really high capacity folks, bam, they're automatically getting actually kicked over to this rightmost sequence here. They're going right into my portfolio. I'm automatically getting tasked to say, hey, let's reach out to this person directly. This might be more of a major gift opportunity that's on the table. Now, for everybody else in that pool of prospects that my query found, it's going to bring them into these middle two sequences. And this is where we're starting to see that messaging segmentation come into play. So of my folks in that average range that we established, if historically they tend to give more to my organization's disaster relief efforts, then excellent. They're going to get these impact stories about, one, what their prior giving has actually been able to accomplish, but then two, what an increase in that giving would also achieve. And then flip side of that, maybe my donors who historically have given more to child sponsorships. Similarly, they're going to get impact stories. They're going to get those messaging pieces around the causes that they care about and that they've supported. So really with some relatively simple querying, we've done a really effective job at making that focused campaign that's going to help us create those specific messages to increase the gift size with our donors that it's going to be most effective with.